the crucial technique to make tough decisions. The biggest challenge that I see with many people is that they think they can live life just by escaping from decisions. And that's not true. Because in fact, the other side is that the longer you take some decisions, it becomes more and more challenging to take decisions, isn't it? And in this video, I'm going to discuss about how you can actually overcome, even before that, why such thing happens. But before we go deep into it, show you. Hey! I really want to ask one question to you guys. We'll break down a step-by-step process on Welcome back! See, I'm going to take you through 3 simple steps how you can take any decision, right? It's simple, big or tough decision, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you these 3 steps which you can use it in time and again and then find yourself in a position of ease of life. So the first step, while the second and third are really important, first is a foundational one, right? This is called awareness. So you need to be aware about the decisions. I mean, you must be thinking, what is this? Very simple. You are taking decisions every day, every moment. In fact, you took a decision to watch this video. That is exactly the reason why you are on the other side of the screen. Like that, you took a decision to have the breakfast. And then you also took the decision to, probably to go to a movie. Or you took every single thing, even to brush yourself in the morning, you took a decision. So you guys must be thinking, yeah, it is right. So what is the difference? Now, even before we really go into it, I want you to understand that you are a powerful decision maker. Otherwise, your life will not move forward. And I would rather want you to comment below saying that I am a decision maker. Because many of the times when I talk to people on the stage or also as a one-on-one consultation, people will keep saying, I'm finding it very difficult to take a decision. I say, decisions are always taken, whether you like it or not. Not taking an action on certain thing is also a decision. So you must be thinking, what is this, right? Having a breakfast is the decision you took and then you stood by it and then you had breakfast. And then on the other side, you wanted to buy a car, but then you did not take a decision. And now you need to understand, which means some decisions only, maybe I'm just kind of taking a longer time, right? So the moment you understand you're taking many decisions and you're being very successful with it, all the results are coming. It is only some decisions which are pulling down your confidence or probably just kind of making you to think you're not taking decisions at all. So that brings me, the question is very simple, right? How do I, kind of attend to that? Some of the decisions. And that brings me to the second step, which is very, very important, is a process of taking decisions. The biggest challenge that I see with the people, is that they say, I find it very difficult to take this decision. And I tell you, it is absolutely not true. What is the thing that is holding you is never a decision. It's always a consequence, right? Let me prove it to you. So, let me ask you this question. Probably you will be able to get the idea about it, right? It's always a cakewalk to take decisions. It's all the consequences which are stopping. When you want to go out and have breakfast, the consequences are very small. You need to just pay, $2, 100 rupees or, in that range where it is a small consequence, you're okay with it and you move on. Now, I'm telling you, when you want to buy a car, probably the consequences are slightly higher. Much higher compared to a breakfast for sure. So, you are actually kind of, postponing that decision. Now, I'm going to tell you, right, first you understood decision making is always easy. How? I'm going to show you this process. Number 1, look into, let me ask you, if there is a bus, the city bus is going across a road, is there any decision you need to take? Of course no. Why? It has got nothing connected with your life. Which means anything not connected to your life, you don't need to take decisions. Now my point to you is, within your life, what is the driving factor for taking decisions? Very simple. Is it towards your goal or away from goal? Say like your goal is to have a business running, up and running, and you want it to serve at least, I don't know, 1,000 people in a day or 5,000 people in a month. You want to do that. And you want to buy a car. That's the thought process which came in your mind. Now, how do you take decision is very, very simple. Number one, this is your goal and this is your decision making. So now you will see whether taking this decision can take you at least one step towards your goal. Now is the time for you to have that analysis within yourself. Now, taking a car, now you'll ask, how is it going to be really connected to my business? Is your business serving people where you need to go and deliver? In that way, does your car helps? Say yes. Okay, then next one. Is it financially viable for you to buy by taking some of the investment that you are supposed to put it on the business? If it says no, okay, then you go to, you have a checklist of questions which tells you whether you're going one step forward towards your goal or maybe behind the goal. Once you understand, you take a decision because it's an informed decision, right? It's a conscious decision. And within the process, there is another thing which you must aware of is, once you understand whether you take the decision yes or no, whether you buy a car or not, both sides have certain consequences. You need to be prepared to face the consequences with an absolute beautiful big smile. Because you understood, decision making is very, very important. There is no way you can escape. And you are taking a decision which is informed decision. And then it is only a matter of, taking the decision, because many people kind of get stuck with the idea that it's a very difficult thing. Now I told you, right, a simple process. And in fact, I tell you what, for me, Facebook and all this social media, I used to hate. A lot of all the nonsense information comes to me, I was a user at one time. I had to take a decision. Once I took the decision, I didn't exactly follow the same process. Is it taking me one step forward in helping people? It says yes. And is it something, is creating a platform where I can share information and anybody who wants to use it, can it be done? It said yes. And for me, it is an informed decision. Of course, it came with certain consequences, because now I get so many messages every day. Everybody wants to have advice, and is that something consequence am I prepared to deal with? Because it can take day long for me if I have to deal with everything. So I have a schedule. That is the preparation I'm talking about. Can you see how easy to take these decisions when you're actually doing with a certain process? And I want you to comment below saying that decision making is easy. And that brings me to one of the most important things where people fail, majority of the people. Have you ever heard about this quote? Good decisions comes from experience, and experience comes from making bad decisions. Now, this is exactly what I'm saying. Many of the people get stuck in thinking whether it is a good decision or a bad decision. But I'm totally against it. Make the decision. You already followed a process in the step 2, and then you take a decision. And only based on the outcome, and I'm also making sure that how you can actually make it as a good decision, right? How do you do it? You guys must be thinking already. The solution is very simple. Many of the people take the decision and leave it. Hey, he said, my friend told me it's a good investment, I did it. She said this, I did it, right? Can you relate to that? This kind of probably could be also within your pattern. You need to understand that. Once you understand that particular point, you have a way to actually address it. You must be thinking, how, right? Very simple. Any decisions which are made are always made based on the knowledge that you have at that moment, and the situation around you, and the dynamics around you. Those things, all three, are continuously changing. Your knowledge is growing, and your situations have been changing. People around you are changing. Even clients are changing. Whatever was happening in 2019, the way business is happening, it is nowhere compared to at this moment what is happening. Which means you need to recorrect your decision. And how do you do it? All the important decisions that you take in your life, you need to review on a regular basis. When you are giving an opportunity for any of the decision which is moving into the bad zone, or which is going to give you some unwanted consequences, you have a chance to recorrect that. And I can guarantee you that if you follow these 3 steps and are attached to your decisions all the time, you are going to have a lot more clarity on how you are going through your life, and how you can actually enhance it from time to time. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoy the video, make sure to click the like button or leave a comment on your thoughts, probably any views or maybe even a questions you may have. And if you are tuning in for the first time, remember to click the subscribe button. Also ring the bell next to it, because we upload one video every single day in entrepreneurship, freedom lifestyle and spirituality. And I'll see you in the next video.